Hey everybody, it's clearly talk time on the drive time. No relation to the dealership. I was initially going to play music and I had rolled the windows down to conserve gas so that I wouldn't just have the air pumping, because inside the van it feels a little hot. And then I was like, you know what? This would be a perfect time to have my talk time because nobody's with me today. And why hesitate or delay until I get done doing my errands to have my talk time? I can do it on the way. A lot of times when I was doing my talk times before and I was driving, I was in the truck or one of the other vehicles, and it was a lot going on. I'll just say that at the least. And what's crazy is I've, come a long way. As you can see, I got my seatbelt on. And I know that would seem like something normal for a normal person. But I had been so traumatized from when I was younger and having different experiences in the vehicles that I had at the time when I was up top that I couldn't stand wearing a seatbelt. It wasn't just the fact that like this claustrophobia set in and, you know what I'm saying, I didn't want the seatbelt to feel like it was choking me or like I was enclosed or in prison. It was bigger than that. Like I had really traumatizing experiences where a tractor trailer had nicked the back of the vehicle I was driving and flipped me. And the seatbelt is what was causing the most damage. Choked me out, had me stuck a certain way, was pinning me against the seat where I couldn't save the puppy that was in the vehicle with me in the passenger seat. And as it was flipping and I'm trying to adjust my body to hold on, it felt like it was collapsing my chest. And I got hurt. And that was just one of a few experiences to the point where I stopped wearing my seatbelt, and something similar had happened. And because I didn't have my seatbelt on at the time when something similar had happened to that situation, I was okay. I was able to adjust my body and hold on to the vehicle when it had occurred. And I'm not saying that I'm accident prone or I had a lot of accidents, but I'm just saying based off the experiences that I had, I'm a fairly safe driver, so it almost was like pointless for me to feel uncomfortable and restraint, having the restraint system. But moving to where we did, I was not having a good relationship with them folks out here. Okay, I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So in one of the vehicles that we have, the tent is so dark. I know that they did not see me. They did not physically see me, but they wanted to mess with me because the tag has a city, county. I mean, the county is showing the city part, so they know I'm not from out here. So there's certain vehicles that are just identifiers, and it almost felt like being picked on or bullied or harassed. And I have nothing against law enforcement. I have nothing against anyone. However, because I mean, let me say this. Law enforcement is just another civilian with a badge to me, okay? And then there are some that take that badge a little bit too far and take advantage of the situation that they have as an opportunity. And then you have those that are literal heroes, good guys that, just stuck between the, thin line between, being that hero and, just an objection of, well, they got the badge on, so they're not a good guy, because there's so much crap going on in the media. But that's for everything, because a person will swear that this person that had on a black t-shirt did me wrong, so now I'm gonna hold prejudice against every person that ever wears a black t-shirt again. And it's like, just based upon how someone or something looks should not dictate how you feel about the situation. It shouldn't dictate how you feel or how you're going to interpret what's going to be your experience. People are not going with the flow and, allowing that one experience that had occurred in the past be what it is in the past. It's behind you. We don't walk backwards, we walk forward. So how are you allowing a past experience dictate you, correct? Well, that's just like with that seatbelt situation. I can't allow that situation to dictate what's going on. So I have to overcome that as well as so many other obstacles, okay? And so I'm not judging the law enforcement that's currently out here. I don't want any smoke with them folks. I don't want no problems. I just want to be left alone and be peaceful. So instead of giving them a reason because it's the law, I will I have to make my own adjustments. I have to adapt, and I have to learn that it's in my mindset. Claustrophobia is a mindset, and it's not a disease, and it's not going to be something that I'm going to allow to hold me back. It's not going to be an obstacle or a problem, and that I have to get away from that mentality and provide solutions, because that's the only way that I can move forward, and that can go with any situation. So moving forward, I had learned that coming out here, beyond so many other things and the people and whatever, with the vehicle being an identifier, one vehicle in particular, I'm not going to say too much because I'm not stupid, okay? But every single time that vehicle was driven, it didn't matter what was going on, it was being messed with, okay? So now the vehicle, it can't pass emissions, okay? And so I literally was forced to get rid of the vehicle by this specific county. That's all I'm gonna say, okay? I'm gonna leave it like that. So we no longer have that vehicle, all right? And and another one of the vehicles, I'm not driving as much because I need to do some mechanic work, and that's why we had to upgrade and get this vehicle, because we have a large family. The only thing that made sense was to get an SUV or van, and the van could be multifaceted. There's so many things that we need to do and accomplish. And while I was looking for a cargo van or a transit van to promote the entrepreneurship in which we are pursuing, big word gang, I gotta erase out my vocabulary. I tell you that. And no, I'm saying, like, I can't help that either. I can help anything. That's not what I meant to say. The van just seemed ideal. It was like something just kept drawing me to the van. Like, it just seemed like the right thing to do. The best part about this van is it's not small by any means. You can lay a lot of the seats down. They come out. So you have so much room. Everybody fits. It still feels newer, but not too new, okay? And that was something that was a big deal with me. I have some icebreakers. For another person, they could be whatever. I'm not judging anybody. Anything that I do say in any of my videos, anything that I say, period, has nothing to do with another person. This is all based upon my own experience, my own opinion, how the way I feel, what's best for me. I cannot dictate or tell anyone to do anything. All I can do is give the best version of myself. I'm an authentic, unique, unedited, unfiltered person. And that only pertains to what is right in my situation. So I don't completely agree with the newer vehicles. I don't need, not that I'm doing anything wrong, illegal, or anything like that, but I don't need something that is going to monitor everywhere that I go, everything that I'm doing, and create this sense of invasion of privacy. Our phones do that enough. Okay, I don't need cameras that are located all inside of my vehicle that are monitoring my children. I want them to remain as innocent as they are and live as free as I can possibly allow them to be, to grow into their best versions without the invasion of privacy. It just feels like it's an invasion. yes, a lot of those monitoring systems and stuff like that, they can come in handy in emergency situations, but that's what my phone is for, really, right? And so, there go my number. Another thing is that there's so many opportunities for someone to hack any system. Like, I've seen gotta be careful what I say, right? I've seen the remotes that people have to do things with the gas, with the ATMs or whatever they do. And stealing is stealing. You know what I mean? Doing all of that, boy, I would hate to be in my vehicle and somebody just presses a button on their remote, their hacking remote, their thievery, their stealing remote, and they've got my vehicle and my children are in there, or I'm with my children somewhere, and like where I'm at right now, there's nowhere you can literally just walk. You're gonna drive for a minute. So why would I put myself in a situation to compromise our safety, to compromise the hard work that I put in to get what I have where I'm at, for somebody else to take it from me? There is good and bad everywhere, all right? And I'd be damned if I make it easier for someone to do something corrupt that would greatly affect my family and I. So that being said, it's just a lot of factors in which I just don't agree with the newer models of vehicles. This model is new enough for me where I can just greatly appreciate what it does have to offer. And another one of the vehicles that I have are actually older, and it has the OnStar and all those other buttons or whatever. What am I talking about? That's the vehicle that I had to get rid of. So it happened for a reason, clearly. It's so packed right here. I have to bring in the drinking water. We have to bring in our bathing water right now, and anything that we're going to consume. A lot of the vegetation that we brought onto the land was destroyed, and it wasn't because there wasn't proper care. Whoa, buddy, you gotta watch where you driving. Don't just back out. It was destroyed because of the elements. Yesterday, I was making some videos and I couldn't even think of the word condensation because I was getting, one, distracted by the cats that decided to harass me. And two, I love that. I gotta go get that. I'm getting distracted right now. And two, my mindset was everywhere because of my surroundings. So the condensation that's on the land is crazy. During the day when the sun hours are present, oh my goodness. You could be on the land and the sun itself, let me straighten up a little bit. The sun itself could fry an egg during the day, okay? From the rising all the way to the evening when the sun begins to set. And then it's crazy because there's times when the sun is baking. I mean, it's bad. Oh my God, that feels good. And you go into the shade and it's like, whoa, that is a big difference. You know, the price. What the hell am I talking about? The temperature is like way different. And there's other times when at nighttime it'll be so cold. You're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it went from, you know, steaming hot, cooking, baking during the day. No meat. I'm talking about like you bake, you hot. To cold, freezing, like, oh my goodness, I need to put on some sleeves or whatever. And then, all right, no matter what time of the day that you're leaving off of the land, the temperature is completely different outside of there. All right. Oh man. Storage's been running low. Wow. My memory's running out. All right. Well, you know what that means. I'm going to have to do the rest of my videos another time. So what I'm going to say to you is peace, love, and light. I hate to be a light.